So far, we've just been doing your basic 2D game stuff. So today, you should be excited. We're programming the basic structure of cards into Nomads. So intuitively, to add cards into Nomads, we're going to need a game cards class. As you can imagine, a card should have an image, name, text, and effect. The image is a p-image, which is how images are stored in processing. The effect is stored as a consumer, which is like an upgraded runnable. Basically, it's a runnable that also takes in an object as a parameter. An important thing to note is that GameCard is abstract, which means that we're never going to instantiate a GameCard. Instead, we must create concrete subclasses of GameCard to instantiate, such as Migrate Card or Replenish Card. It's similar to how you can't have an animal, but you can have an ape, a concrete subclass of animal. So that's a game card. We're also going to further abstract into faction card and unitary card, and leave them for now. Moving on to the interface card zone. According to Lunkel, a card zone is a place that holds cards. Wise words. Beside the name here, there's this thing that's called a type parameter. You've probably seen this if you've ever made an array list in Java before. This means that instances or implementations of card zone have to be bound to a specific type of card. And we have default implemented a bunch of common methods we're going to be using on card zones. Add, remove, get number of cards, draw random card, etc. Alright, now we can introduce two new concepts. The card hand and the card deck. A card hand is the simplest of card zones. I guess games like Hearthstone also give card hands some spicy animations, but that can wait for next time. A card deck is a bit more complicated. We don't actually want to display all the cards in a card deck, because you're not going to be able to see them all. You only see the top card. Therefore, card deck should extend from GUI component because we want to be able to display it as its own thing. For now, we want the deck to show how many cards it contains, so we have this update text method. Now let's actually use these cards. First, we create a faction deck and faction hand in the data. At the start of the game, we pre-fill the deck with a crap ton of cards. Okay, cool. When we run, we see a full deck and an empty hand. Amazing. So much interaction. So let's make a temporary draw card button that draws a card from the deck into the hand. In the real game, as mentioned in Devlog 7, cards will be drawn based on time. Let's set the on click so that when this button is pressed, it pops a random card from the deck, adds it into your hand, and gives it a nice animation. So that's it. Now we can press this button and draw cards. Go crazy, my dudes! Next time we'll start figuring out how to make the Nomads actually do things by themselves.